Realistic commitments is what we're talking about today. And I think that one of the places that we really dishonor ourselves and don't allow ourselves to feel safe is when we're committing to someone else. We don't, especially when we know what it feels like to be let down and to not have someone who's there for you. You really want to be there for that other person. But if you're dishonoring yourself and you're letting yourself slide backwards into not having enough energy to move forwards, or not having enough energy to eat properly, or not having enough energy to do the exercising and the self-care and, the things that you need to do for yourself, then that's being a martyr. That's not being a good friend. Because a good friend would not want to sacrifice themselves, right? Like, sorry, that doesn't make sense. But your friend is what I'm getting at, would not want you to sacrifice yourself, right? And you being a good friend to someone, if they're doing the same in return and they care about you and it's actually a friendship, then they're really not going to want you to be hurting yourself to try to uh, do something for them. If someone is trying to trying to coerce you or trying to pressure you into doing things for them, or you feel like you have to do things for them, like the way that they're demanding it, that's not a true friend. That's not someone who is able to be a consistent person for you, because at some point you're going to drain to the point where you snap and it's going to break the friendship or break the relationship. So in order to, like, if you are choosing to let yourself get drained, you're choosing to have that relationship break at some point, if that makes sense. And it's a hard one to wrap your mind around. This one was a really big one for me, and just I really still struggle with allowing um, friendships into my life, because I have seen the value now of being able to do some self-care. And so I might open up later on, and it's not a life or death sentence, to be able to say, no, I can't do this today. You don't have to say, I can't do this forever. But being able to honor yourself and say, no, I can't do this right now. If you're working with people who can't let you have that moment to be able to try and preserve things for the future, then you're not working with the right people and you're not honoring yourself. And it's really important to recognize that you're part of the equation. You're a valuable part of that equation. That relationship needs you. It needs you to stay in the relationship, not to burn out, not to self-sacrifice to the point that you resent things and get frustrated and break down. It needs the full you, the authentic you, the you that is trying to get out, the you that wants to be seen, the you that wants to be cared for too, right? There's not some magic point where you're gonna convince them that you're doing good enough. But there is a magic point where you can convince yourself that you're doing good enough. So it's a big choice. It's a big decision. It's a big commitment, but it's a realistic commitment. It's one that you can do for yourself if you choose to. So today's about taking a look at the commitments that you have in your life and just checking in and seeing, Does this align with me being able to continue this relationship long term? Does the thought of me acting like this contribute to me feeling amazing in the future? If you have tons of energy and you have all the money and the time and the energy to give in this world, then yeah, go for it. You're a giver if it makes you feel good. Go for it. You have the capacity. But if you don't have the capacity in any of those areas, then take a step back. Allow yourself to not go over budget for yourself. So, yeah, take a look at those commitments. See which ones feel like they're going to be draining. And then you can adjust from there later on. But today's just about checking in and seeing what's out of balance. And then the next step beyond that would be to start shifting those commitments so that they're a little more balanced. Give a little bit of pushback and say, hey, I know I'm doing this thing for you, but could I do it at a different time? Could I do it on a different day? Could I do it in a different way? Different things, just little concessions to help make it a little more realistic for yourself. So, yeah, good luck with this one. It's a big one. Have a great day.